Welcome back. You're watching Brand Equity and I'm Sonali Krishna. Now, Pepsi, as we all know, has been a little under the weather when one talks of its advertising. But come IPL 2015 and that might actually change. You ask why? It's because Pepsi seems to be finally going back to who it was several years ago. Fun, feisty and absolutely irreverent. This IPL, we'll see Pepsi do something that no Indian advertiser has ever attempted before. The campaign titled Crush the IPL as an idea seems truly ingenious. And if it works, it could truly be the blockbuster Pepsi's been waiting for. Well, I caught up with Vipul Prakash, the Chief Marketing Officer at PepsiCo, to talk about the changing brand ethos, his IPL gamble, and everything in between. Take it away. Thank you so much for joining us, Vipul. Truly a pleasure to have you on Brand Equity.
Thanks, Sonali. Thank you very much. Pleasure to be here.
So this is really your debut interview, at least on the show. So I have to ask you the tough question, Vipul. Is you've come only 5 months ago, so a lot of this can't be attributed to you. But over the last few years, one has seen the Pepsi brand kind of dilute itself in terms of its sheer messaging. Pepsi to us, all of us, is known as this irreverent brand that has always created some iconic advertising. What do you think has gone wrong with Pepsi as a brand in the last few years that we've seen, all kinds and all sorts of advertising hitting us, but no real stickiness, so to speak?
Sonali, if you really look at, all the great brands globally, there are times, when you are reinventing yourselves and, you always want to be ahead of the game. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you take a few, I think if I would just single out, I think maybe we have been trying too hard.
Sure.
And, Pepsi as a brand is at its best. And as you said, is irreverent, is carefree, doesn't really care too much about how people will respond to the advertising and all. And whenever we are very true to our target segment, which is a youth consumer, we actually rediscover ourselves. So that's going to be the attempt. And you'll not be dissuaded and distracted by thousands of other people and what they say and what they mean. Sure. We are going to go back to the one person who we really care about, and that is the young consumer of India. And that's our aim.
Right.
Getting into 2015, getting into the program for the summer and for the next 5 years, hopefully.
Sure. Vipul, let me come to IPL and the campaign that you've unleashed, which is Crush the IPL. It really seems to me, when I just take a look at it prima facie as a crowdsourcing kind of idea, but it seems rather powerful if it works. Give me a sense of what the campaign's all about and, how you thought of it in the first place.
So yeah, it's been a sort of a well thought out, and as you said, it's a pretty bold campaign, even for a bold brand like Pepsi. And the genesis is very simple. If you look at the 90s, really, the consumer was very much in this whole mold of tell me, show me. Show me celebrities, tell me a story. It was all about one-way advertising. Move to the 20,000, start of the century. It was all about talk to me. I wanted conversation, etc. I think the consumer has moved on. Throughout the world, and even so in India, the consumers are saying, partner me. I care about these brands as much as you do. Then why should it be a one-sided conversation? I want to partner you in building the brands. And we were saying that if we really want the consumer to partner us, and really want them not to be spectators but doers, then what bolder way than actually turn over our most precious asset, which is our advertising, to the consumers.
Sure.
That's going to be a big one! Cut it! Cut!
हम बताते हैं कि ऐड कैसे बनाते हैं।
Action! ओ जिया मोरा जिया डोले पेप्सी पी, गुड़ 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 का टक वाके पेप्सी।
इंडिया के इतिहास में पहली बार आपका बनाया पेप्सी ऐड रिप्लेस करेगा ऑफिशियल पेप्सी ऐड को। तो शूट करके अपलोड कर दो एंड क्रैश द पेप्सी आईपीएल।
आंटी, मैं क्या करूं?
तू अपने गेम पे ध्यान दे बेटा, ऐड शैड ना किया कर।
We have always tried to be the first, and whenever we have led the consumers, we have done well. Whenever we have followed them, we haven't done so well. So today's consumer, you look at the mobile penetration, smartphones, people are, see the WhatsApp, see the number of videos being posted, Instagram, just look at that. What is the consumer telling you? At the end, they are telling you, we are not spectators. And that's why, our ad, which is also running these days, the whole setup ad, is about now it's time to dikhao. So, I want to be a partner. So, that is what the thought of this whole thing is, that we will ask our consumers to make 30-second ads, and we will show their ads during the telecast of the Pepsi IPL, during May and April. The stage couldn't get bigger. The fact that the consumers are creating their ads for their love for Pepsi couldn't be bigger.
Sure.
I'll be the happiest one yanking off our ad off television and actually replacing it with consumer-led advertising.
Sure. So, I mean, Vipul, how many such films are you expecting, to be crowdsourced?
I think the idea is twofold. The success of this program is of course, about how many films we get.
Absolutely.
Okay? But in year one, it's more so about how consumers respond to this idea.
Sure.
We will be very happy if we feel that 90% of the consumers who see this idea say, wow, it's a great idea. I also want to participate. Now, there will be a lot of lag between their intent to participate and actual participation.
Absolutely.
So we are willing to live with it. We have this what we call the 1990 principle. Any social engagement, only 1% of people will actually make films. 9% of people will participate in the whole spectacle, voting, liking, sharing, etc. And for the rest of the 90, it will be a spectacle, who will just enjoy this, during IPL and then say, oh, this is what that consumer has created. And, so it will be an interesting journey with a lot of learnings for us. But I wish I could really put my finger to you and say, this is what we expect, because we don't know.
So why is this as exciting for everybody, not only me as somebody who looks at marketing, but for you who's actually launched this program, and for consumers? Tell me, as the man at the helm, how nervous are you in terms of, the fact that this is a very bold move, and thank God finally we have a campaign that is slightly edgy and bold and not, a run-of-the-mill kind of campaign. What is the kind of, nervousness that you have in terms of the risk factors, really?
I am nervous, okay? And I am nervous because this is our peak season. And, just imagine, then we are not able to run great advertising during the peak season.
Sure.
So on the one hand, I am nervous. But on the other hand, I am extremely confident, because of a simple reason that if you see the sort of comments we get whenever we release one of our ads, the social space is abuzz with people writing, this could have been done like this could have been done like this. So we have enough number of creative people there. I just, hope they come out and actually convert that into actual creativity.
Right. The Crash the IPL campaign is in line with your global theme,
Yeah.
right? Could you give me a sense of what the global theme is really in terms of the umbrella messaging for all markets?
This time we will have a global campaign for Pepsi, which is called the Pepsi Challenge. And the Pepsi Challenge is all about Pepsi will issue regular challenges to the consumers to showcase their creativity, showcase their passion throughout the year. And for a country like India, we will adopt some of the global challenges and we will do some local challenges. And we are actually launching the program with a local challenge, which is Crash the Pepsi IPL.
On that note, Vipul, all the very best with this new, seriously path-breaking campaign. Thanks very much. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Sonali. Thank you very much.